We had our son in August, and my dad and stepmom stood at the edge of our front porch while we stood by the front door so they could see him. She kept apologizing, saying she kept forgetting, but for a week after that, she was constantly texting me every day, wanting to see the baby. My dad eventually made her stop after I told him. And I think the context of this is like it was really, really early on in COVID. Mm-hmm. And so they wanted to like keep her and everyone else away from the baby.
Yeah. Wait, and also I missed this. How old are they now?
There's been no mention of age so far. We saw her on Christmas. She wanted to constantly hold him, even went into his nursery as he slept and tried to pick him up as he slept. We always saw this on the monitors and yelled up the stairs for her to leave him. This led to a fight, and she left with my dad. I know they had a massive fight because Dad told me her reaction was something he had never seen. She had a miscarriage before they met, and her first marriage fell apart because of it. He thinks this has sparked up old memories for her. He promised to get her some help the moment he got back from his work trip. My boyfriend works with my dad, so he left too. I've been mostly alone with the baby all week. Yesterday, my stepmom wanted to come by to pick up something. I left her alone to get what she needed from my garage. I left my office door open while I worked and could see the baby who was on the floor in the living area. My stepmom was taking forever, so I went to check on her. She wasn't out by her car, so I took the baby and looked around the house for her. I found her in my son's nursery, packing up some of his clothes. I asked her what she was doing, and she told me she was taking the baby for a couple days. I told her she didn't ask for permission, nor was she taking him. That's when she got angry, looked straight at me, and said, "I don't need permission to take my baby." I told her he wasn't her baby, and she needed to leave or else I'd call the police. She continued to pack and ignored me. So I went to grab my phone. She then followed me down the stairs, screaming at me. She was leaving, but tried to grab my baby in the process. When she realized she wasn't going to get him, she screamed at me saying she only wanted to kiss him goodbye before leaving.
Okay.
I told...
You're trying to kidnap a baby and then you're mad that they won't let you kiss goodbye.
Yeah. I told my boyfriend and dad, and I know things didn't go well for her and my dad because she's now telling me that if I hadn't gotten pregnant, it wouldn't be causing problems in her marriage.
Yeah.
What is wrong with her?
This is mental illness. To me, like when I first read this one, I'm like, this sounds like a serious episode of like psychosis.
How did this happen? Like I don't know. This just out of, how did just that spark it? Like how is there nothing
her having
else?
A baby?
I know. Like was there any other signs? It sounds like everyone was besties and then this happened.
It sounds like the start to a horror film, honestly.